writers making $13, getting $13 checks from Netflix because of how streaming is.
I used to focus only on hurts. I had many gifts, but I was my own curse. But hold up, wait a minute, stop that. I need to focus on now, not that.
Get your mind right and your money tight.
What is going on, people? This is What We Thinking, and I'm one of your hosts, Influence. And to the right of me, as usual, I have Bryson. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on, people? Good to see you. Good to be here.
Yes.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. You sound great. Sound like you're energized.
I am.
You got some sleep?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. I take B complex liquid.
Liquid B complex, people.
Yes.
That's what we talking about. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So how was your week, or 2 weeks, I guess? I say week.
My week, I
since
know
we
what
last
you mean.
met.
Yeah, because we record every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Good. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. Good. You know?
Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, my week's been pretty good. Except for today. Today was not the greatest. Broke my phone. But it's not that bad.
You didn't break your phone,
It's not
man.
a bad break.
You didn't break your phone.
I did break my phone.
You scratched your phone.
No, it's cracked. It's a crack.
You can barely see it.
It's a crack.
Can I see? Yeah, a little bit. That ain't that bad. But I understand that you don't really. That's not ideal.
Yeah, nah, not ideal at all. And my 9 to 5 is getting on my nerves. They doing some BS, but it's cool.
What they doing?
They actually like changed our position just arbitrarily.
Yeah, but as far as stuff that I've seen, I just caught up on the latest episode of Fight Night. Still good, still very entertaining. I like how they doing it though. Like, you know, if all the episodes were out, I would have watched them all. But they. I
hate it.
You don't like it?
I hate that.
Oh, why?
I hate that they do that because I think it's a travesty. The streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's some bullshit. Bringing them out. For one, the prices are going up. It's cable TV. It's back to cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. No, I'll be on the soapbox. I can't. I'm passionate about this because they do it with everything. It's capitalism, people. It's capitalism. They make the shit easier and better and cheaper, and then they fucking pull the chair out from under you. They did it with Uber. They did it with the delivery services for food. They did it with the streaming services. They always do it. They always do it. That's why I hate it. I hate it. I don't think it should be like that. No, it should be all on there. All on there. If they're all done, it's not a network show. You're not filming week by week.
Mm-hmm.
If it's all done, it should all be on there.
So
to watch. That's why we paying.
Point of you know,
they're trying to keep people on the service. Okay. That's why they do that.
Okay.
Because they know some people get the service because you can cancel at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for that to go away. It's coming. Where they're gonna be like, you have a year, you gotta pay for a year or whatever. That's coming. It's coming. Mark my words. I said it on here on this podcast. But yeah, they want people to stay because they know people will get the service for a month, watch the whole shit, whatever they want to watch, and then cancel.
Mm-hmm.
But this way, at least you got people for whatever, like months. And by then, maybe another shows come on that then got the interest that you're doing weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they doing it.
I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it.
It's a travesty. We paying for this service as it was before. Like when we signed up for this shit, it was everything on there at once. Always. And that's what it was. And they switched it up. They switched it up for their money, for their greed. Greedy ass business.
I don't know. Are we spoiled? You're paying $7.99 a month. All this
$7.99.
All this content.
Paying more than that. Oh well, I pay for the non-commercials. That's the other thing. No, I pay for the non-commercials, and there's still commercials on some shit. It's fucking they. You know how much money they're making? You know how much money they're making?
Probably
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many people a month paying $7.99? Million people. Say 1 million people. They got more than that. But say 1 million people was paying $7.99 a month. That's $7 million a month. $8 million a month. Just that. Just your fees. That ain't counting what they're making from ads, because they're showing people ads. So they're making money from ads. A lot of money. They're making a lot of money from ads. Because you get a lot of money depending on who's watching. You get 1 million views, your ad revenue is good. So if they got 1 million people, they getting 8 million just straight off the bat. And then that's a month. So do the math, 12 months. Then you're getting ads. You're getting paid every time they show that ad. They're not. And that's the lowest. I think they're the lowest of the streaming services. Like Netflix, I'm paying over $20 a month. Max, I'm paying almost $20 a month. Netflix. Oh, I already said Netflix. Who else? There's a couple other ones that they're going up. Hulu's going up. Disney's going up. I'm sure they're going up too, probably. Peacock. That's Peacock, right? Yeah. I'm sure they're going up too.
I mean,
some bullshit.
What you said worked, like, because I was watching Bel Air, and then that went off, and then Fight Night came just in time.
Yeah, that's what they do. Like, it wasn't by mistake. That's what they do.
It seems like
I ain't mad at that part, but they changing the game after we done entered the game. They changing rules.
Because they
changing the rules, raising prices and changing the rules at the same time. Like, if you want to raise prices, fine, but a lot of these streaming services are raising prices and adding ads. That's wild. Like, you getting double dipping, double, triple dipping. But that's why the strike. That's why the strike was happening. Writers making $13, getting $13 checks from Netflix because of how streaming is. It's crazy. Writers on big shows too, like shows you think they millionaires and they making $13 a month, like stuff like that. Crazy, insane. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I digress.
Shoot.
No, Fight Night was good. Fight Night's great. Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah,
it's probably one of the reasons why I'm animate about them putting it all on there, so I can watch it all. Ain't got that much time.
Yeah, I wonder. I gotta check how many episodes have come out and how many episodes there
it's
are
8
total.
Or 10, ain't it? Fully.
I have to look.
How many? What is it up to? 7.
Oh, I have to look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's usually 8 or 10, especially for limited series. But when you told me about this show, I didn't realize it was talking about this. This is happening for real.
Yeah,
like all this stuff is. I mean, you know, they add stuff, but because I don't know who they talked to, whoever was there. But yeah, this like changed the course of Atlanta.
Samuel L. Jackson
Atlanta wasn't
there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was in school there, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a real story, and it really did change. I think between the fight and this and all the publicity and all that stuff, like everything that's happening, Atlanta really like changed. Like people think Atlanta is new. People think Atlanta is like a new city or something. I know a lot of younger people that I don't know why. I mean, it's school system. That's why. But a lot of younger people I see, they think like Atlanta is like 40 years old or something like that. I'm like, no, Atlanta's been here forever. Atlanta, it just wasn't a black city like it is now. Like considered a black city, chocolate city. But yeah, no. I think Detroit was the original chocolate city. Please don't kill me if that's wrong. I know how people are with these cities. I've been watching skating videos.
Oh yeah.
Shit is wild to me that I get this much enjoyment from watching skating videos. Like the music, just watching how they move. I used to skate back in the day, and I was pretty good. I I'm not gonna kid myself and say that I can skate now or even try, because I may be dead or in the hospital if I have one fall. I'm getting old. I seen a lady on TikTok that was like, when you're 30 and pick up new hobbies, and she was skating in the driveway and fell and broke her hip. So yeah, that's not for me, and I'm older than her, so I might be in better shape. I don't know. However, I'm not gonna find out. But yeah, the skating videos. That's what I've been watching new. But I was telling you, like, I don't even know if I can convey it or think back to watching something. I'm sure there's been stuff that I've been this gleeful about, but it just gives me so much joy watching the videos and shit just on YouTube. Just from and they got some local, like, it's Escape for Life. That's what I usually watch. They getting a free plug. But they were at Franklinville, which ain't too far from here. Franklinville used to be popping every Sunday night. Oh, Agatha All Along. I watched one episode of that. I don't know if you're into that.
No, I haven't heard of it.
That's Marvel, and it's kind of a spinoff from WandaVision.
Okay.
Did you watch WandaVision?
No, I haven't watched the whole thing. I tried to watch the first episode. I didn't really get into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I would employ you to employ. Is that the right word? But I would. I mean, if you're not into it, you're not into it. But I would say go farther in the series because it's not what you think. It's one of the best Marvel series out there. WandaVision.
Yeah, I heard a lot about it.
And the character Agatha is coming from there. But yeah, the first episode was good to me. I know people didn't really understand it because I don't think they watched WandaVision. I think they just was like, oh, what's this? Let me watch it, because they were like wondering why she's overacting and she's still stuck in WandaVision time in the first episode. I haven't got past the first episode, but that's the reason she's overacting. Like, she's overacting on purpose because she's acting. She's in a show. So it's like Inception, which is crazy to think about, but it's pretty dope. I'm gonna give it a chance though. I mean, I'm probably watch the whole thing just because I watch everything Marvel. Might be something in there I need. I don't know. That's how I look at it. What else have I watched? Have I watched anything else? I don't think I watched anything else.
How about music? Heard anything? Any new music?
Negative. Yeah, no new music. What about you?
I have heard Michaela J, aka MJ Rodriguez. She put out an album.
She put out another album?
No, she put out her first album. She's released.
She was talking about her before.
Yeah, she's released songs before.
Oh, okay.
This is her first album.
Oh, okay.
It's called 33.
It came out new, like this week.
Yeah, Thursday. It came out on a Thursday instead of a Friday.
Oh, that was interesting. That's different. Yeah, I remember when music would come out on Tuesdays because I would go to the music store every Tuesday.
Yeah, me too. Well, not every Tuesday.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
that was my ritual.
Every Tuesday,
and buy everything.
Wow.
Like, I would buy everything. Shit I ain't never heard of. That's how I found Spice One. One of the Bay's best rappers. Yeah, I just saw it and was like, oh, he got a gun. At that time, that was all I needed. I was like, oh, this shit is dope. Like, he got a gun on the cover. This is dope. Like, so. But Spice One was dope as hell. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I commandeered your Michaela J.
Yeah, Michaela J. The album 33. It's good. It's a short listen. It's like, shoot, if I can remember, maybe 10 tracks, couple skits, But standouts for me. Song called All Mine. It's real sexy, like R&B. She's a great vocalist. She hits some runs and notes that are just a pleasure to listen to, very pleasing to the ears. That song, All Mine, Green Lights, song called I Am, song called Forever. It's fire. This song called Forever. It's the second to last song on the album. It's really good. And La Luz, which is the Spanish version of Green Lights.
Oh.
It's still like banging.
That's cool.
Yeah, she got some bangers on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check her out for sure. Michaela J.
The iPhone 16 Plus, and I'm enjoying it.
Boo. Nah, I'm just playing.
But I got iTunes now, so I bought it on there, you know, and like I've been listening to it on there. Like I really want to, like, you know, when I like albums and stuff and I like artists, I really want to support. So it's like, dang, should I keep streaming it on YouTube, even though I bought it on iTunes? Because if I bought it on iTunes, if I listen to it on iTunes, that's not adding to her streams, right?
No, but you bought it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the money right there. She probably get more money from that than the streams.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't getting what you getting. 7 cents for like 1,000 streams, I think. Something like that. Might be more than that. Or less than that. Less money than that. But yeah, that's around the streaming. That's the other thing. That's why people were like, what the fuck? With streaming services. They making all the money.
I think that's all that I've listened to lately.
Movies wise, I didn't see it, but we talked about it a little bit last week. But Transformers 1, I heard great things about it.
Okay.
And I heard I want to go see it. I'm mad I missed it in the IMAX. I don't usually go to movies other than the IMAX, but I may go up the street to the non-IMAX just to see it and support it, because I heard it wasn't doing it as well as they wanted it to, which is wild because I think it made $30 million, but it probably cost way more than that. So just this weekend was 30 million, I think, or last weekend when it was first came out. I don't know what it did this week, but I know it's going out the IMAX, and I'm mad. But I heard that in the beginning, like, it's a little kiddiness, but then it gets like more mature.
Okay.
And not, I'm sure not crazy mature, but it's a little bit more. And shout out to Bobby, Skullface. He's very critical of stuff. And that's my dude, but he's super critical, like way more critical than me. And he gave it like an 8.5. So I was like, oh shit, out of 10.
That's good to know.
So I was like, damn, because he's super critical. Like I haven't seen, there ain't much that he like that I've seen, especially in the vein of Transformers, because he's, he cares about it. So he's super critical about that shit. So when I saw him post 8.5, I shot him a message, was like, oh, I definitely gotta go see it now. Okay. Because
I'm glad you told me.
It's probably like a 10 for me. So like with his rating system and mine, stuff that he think is trash, like I like. So I know it's probably good. It's got to be good, because everybody else I know in that space said it was banging. It was excellent. Like I know a lot of people that gave it a 10. So I'm excited because there haven't been a lot of new Transformers media that was great. Like Netflix had the 3 shows, the newer shows that weren't that great. I watched it because it was Transformers, and the live action hasn't been the greatest. It wasn't as bad as the old ones to me, but yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see that story.
I like the Rise of the Beast. That was the latest.
Yeah, that was the latest one. Yeah,
I like that one. I just didn't like when like
Prime was getting fucked up.
Yeah. And who did they kill? Bumblebee? They killed somebody.
He came back to life though, as usual. Spoiler alert.
But I mean, he was getting killed while they was beating up. Yeah, yeah. And I felt like he could have did something, but he was just like laying there, like no. Like,
yeah, it some of the writing in those, like I thought the movie was pretty good. I
like that
bad.
Transformers human suit.
Yeah, That's the exosuit, which was in the original Transformers, but you know, it was a little different. I did like them putting that in there, but I don't know, like really, he had to come save you. Did he save him?
The guy,
the human.
I don't remember.
He kind of saved him. If I remember, I only watched it once, but he kind of rolled up and saved him in the suit. But still, I'm like, come on, man. We don't need humans. We don't need humans. I say we, like I ain't a human.
But see, you should enjoy this Transformers before that reason, right? Because from the preview, it looked like a lot of it is without humans.
Yeah, there's a few. I think they said there's a few humans or one or two. But for the most part, it, like I was telling you, it's the old story. It's the IDW story, the comic book story, where, you know, they start off as friends and they're like they just want the same thing, basically, like Magneto and Professor X. But they just go about it different ways. And they have different ideologies later on about how to get to that point.
I'm glad you said that, though, about you know, about the guy reviewing it, and you've heard good things about it because and that it gets more mature, because that was one of the things that turned me off, that it seemed more kiddie.
Yeah.
In the preview.
Yeah. And that's the thing they said, and somebody even said, and I don't know how true it is because I haven't seen it, but somebody said in that preview they showed like most of the kiddie parts. They said it was entertaining, though. It was fun. It was funny in some parts. So it wasn't like to the mature level, you know, something else. I know for me, I was mad. I said that last week. Like, I was mad that it wasn't more mature, because that story is mature. But yeah, I'm seeing people get excited. I'm seeing people buy the toys. Like, you know, in the groups I'm in, you can't tell. Transformers fans buying action figures. But yeah, I see people buying them and getting excited about it. I do like the designs. The designs look pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to see it this week.
Speaking of animated movies, I'm interested in seeing Pharrell's movie, Piece by Piece.
I have never heard of it.
It's a Lego movie.
Oh, I did hear it.
Yeah. It's about his life.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got a bunch of voices of a bunch of stars in it.
Man.
And I saw the preview to it. It looks pretty good.
Oh, that's what's up.
Piece by Piece. It comes out this month. And yeah, I'm very interested in seeing that. You know, I saw the preview that has some of the, you know, his music in it. You know, it looks cool. Yeah, I'm a Pharrell fan, so like almost anything he does, like I'm into it. The music, videos, when he was rapping, when he was singing, you know, production. And this movie looks good.
Yeah, I ain't seen no previews yet. But I did hear about that. I don't know if he posted on social media or what, but I was wondering what it was. I didn't realize it was his life story in Lego form.
Yeah, you know, since we're talking about someone who has a label called Star Trek, tell us what you know about this James Webb telescope and what it saw.
Oh, the James Webb telescope.
Yeah.
So people don't know out there, I'm sure we're going to have some flat earthers that don't believe it. But, yeah, the James Webb telescope saw some crazy shit. So it saw some stuff coming towards Earth. They said at near light speed, and it was course correcting, which means anything that's not controlled doesn't course correct. It just follows the, you know, wherever the trajectory goes. Now in space, you know, you just going in a straight line and there's nothing to stop it, nothing to hit, unless there is something to hit, but it's usually not going to change unless it gets into somebody's gravity or something. And there was no gravity around. I don't think there was no planets around where they saw this thing. But I think I've read, don't quote me on this, but I think they said it would take 57 years as far as it is.
Okay.
Even traveling at near light speed.
Wait, that was it? I thought it was more than that. I thought
57,000, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't panic. Like, that's our lifetime, 57 years. No. Yeah, 57,000 years is what they said. So that's a long time from now. But still, I think that's kind of exciting. The James Webb Telescope has been giving us a lot of stuff. But also in astronomy news, Halley's Comet is bringing a meteor shower between October and I think November. Let me look it up so I'm not giving y'all the wrong dates.
Funny though, because when you told me that, it was like scary, and it's like, oh shit, okay,
57,000 years. Yeah, that's how you be like, what? Lead with that next time, bitch. Like, you just like they saw aliens and they're coming for us. Like, that's it. That's all you said. 57,000 years.
It's hurling towards Earth, light speed,
almost light
course
speed.
corrected.
Course corrected.
What?
What? Yeah, the Ornids meteor shower runs from Thursday, September 26th through Friday, November 22nd. So look up. We're in it right now. You may be able to see, I think in October, the middle towards the end of October is the best time to see meteors. I'm going to try to do some night photography during this month. See if I can see anything. But yeah, interesting. I love space. I love that stuff. Very, very interested in it. What you think about all that information I just gave you?
That was just, I mean, especially that was very interesting, especially the object heading towards Earth that course corrected. Like, just the thought of that,
And I don't know enough to know if there could be another explanation.
Okay.
But I mean, the course correcting is what's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because objects don't do that. There's also something else happening. Before I forget, because I almost forgot.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a new moon for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a meteor that's gonna pass next to Earth, but it's not gonna be close enough to get pulled in by the gravity.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough to get pulled into orbit. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna orbit around the Earth and then fly away. But I don't know how long it's gonna orbit.
When is it gonna start?
September 29th. So that is what, tomorrow? Oh, few days from now. So Earth will have a second moon this weekend, but it won't be sticking around for long. That's the article. And this is coming from space.com. I mean, I've seen it all over the place, but this is coming from space.com.
Will this affect anything?
No.
Okay.
No. There's millions of objects out there floating around us. We most of them are man-made because it's like trash. If you look at a map, they have like maps of orbiting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have to be anything official. It looks crazy. It's insane. We polluted space, basically, because there's nothing you can do about it, really. Sometimes stuff fall to Earth too. I know there's been some instances of stuff falling to Earth. Now, Earth is mostly water, so most of it falls into the ocean just by numbers. But some of it, I think there's been some stuff that fell on people's houses and fell on their lawns.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anything has killed anybody yet, but that's a possibility. So yeah,
this second moon, we'll be able to see it.
It'll be hard because it's so small to see with the naked eye.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you have equipment, you can.
Briefly,
I'm sorry. I just, as I was saying, it says the object is too small and dim for a typical amateur telescopes and binoculars. However, it's big enough and bright enough to see with professional telescopes with a diameter of at least 30 inches plus. So if you have a big telescope, you may be able to see it.
Okay. Briefly, did you know about this? Also, something else that the James Webb Telescope has seen is, somewhere in distant space, lights on a, I don't know if it's a planet, but maybe an Earth-like planet, lights on it that are said to look like lights
Our lights
on our buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at nighttime and from space you can see the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have, like the International Space Station has posted pictures of them taking pictures at night, and you can see the lights. Like you can see everything. You can see the cities. You know exactly where the cities are because it's like a cluster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty dope. I did not know that. I didn't hear that. Got to get up on my James Webb. I'm always looking at James Webb stuff though. I'm surprised I didn't see that.
Man, that's new to me, the James Webb Telescope.
I mean, it's new to everybody, basically. It hasn't been out for not even a year yet, I don't think. They've been using it or posting pictures, I think.
And this is in space.
Yeah.
Orbiting.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what's the other telescope? I can't remember. Yeah, the Hubble.
Okay.
Yeah. Soon as you said it. Yeah. Allowing it to view objects too old, distant, or faint for the Hubble telescope. So the James Webb is like crazy. Cost $10 billion to make it. But I'm cool with it. I think that's the money well spent. Nah, maybe not. But it's still interesting. I think the discoveries are great. And some of that stuff is compiled, like some of the color images are like compiled in color is put into them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly what it's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I know people have an issue with that. Some people, mainly flat earthers, because they always want to disprove that we've ever been to space and that Earth is round. So they just come up with all types of shit that make them sound like they're in the 1600s. But yeah, it is a compiled image. Like it's not exactly how you'll see it with your eye.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean it's a fake image. It's still what they saw. They just compile it in a way that's easier to view and more beautiful to view.
We was just talking about Jesse last podcast, right?
Jesse Smollett.
He got a movie coming out.
Jesus Christ.
And I think it's a limited release. I think it's called The Lost Holiday. And I was happy to see him. He was on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Angela Yee.
Angela Yee.
That's it.
Okay. And I didn't watch the whole interview, but I was just happy to see him. Like, okay, Jesse back. Let's go. I want to see the movie. Let's go, Jesse. You know?
Yeah, I'm not interested in to see his movie.
I am.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, he did what you're supposed to do, like disappear for a while. I don't know if it's been long enough, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of reception he gets. I wonder what kind of reception he got on there. I'm gonna have to look online and see.
You know,
I gotta go to the comments. I always like going to the comments.
I read a couple comments, and I guess in the interview they didn't address any of the controversy.
Oh yeah,
and they was like, "Oh, so we just gonna ignore the elephant in the room?"
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
They probably told, and that's the thing. Like people will tell you what you can and can't ask them. That's probably what he did. I'm sure he probably goes everywhere, and I don't know. I don't know if he did or not, and I don't know if I know a lot of news outlets won't agree to it. But if you're trying to be first and trying to get an interview with him because you know it's going to be some controversy there, I can see people agreeing to it. Like, all right, I won't ask. You know the comments going to go crazy, though. Like, you know the comments going crazy. It don't matter if I ask or not. You know they're going to go crazy. But so I'm not going to ask, but we going and even not asking create more comments
Mm-hmm.
because people will be like, "She really ain't asked that." Like that's what everybody. That should be the first question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make that shit up or what? You never came out and said if you did or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like you never. I don't think he ever copped to it, right?
No.
Yeah, he
I
ain't never
mean-
copped to it. I mean, it's writings on the wall that he did. There's no. You know, there. All the evidence is there,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Did he ever get any consequences?
I think so. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know if he
vividly,
went to
but
jail.
He might have got, you know.
Might have got fined though.
Yeah.
And you should get fined. I think everybody should get fined. I wish more people would get fined for making false police reports. I think you should get fined and arrested for calling the police on somebody that ain't doing shit. But
You just sounded
I
like me when
digress.
I was trying to rap that verse. Police reports.
police reports about some car. Yeah. Man, I sound like fucking Sugar Hill Gang when I rap now. Like, nah, I can still rap. Fuck with me if you want.
I want to check it out because he always had the talent.
Yeah, I don't think that was in question
Yeah.
too much.
Oh, speaking of, I don't even know if I should bring that up. But
I'm always scared people when he says stuff like that because I
don't
never
if I
know
should
what's
bring that
coming.
up. I don't think I'm gonna bring it up. I think I sent you a message about it, about something connected to Jussie in a way. Not him. It ain't got nothing to do with him, but somebody he used to work with. But I won't. I'm not gonna bring it up.
Can we decide not to talk about it or what?
I mean, hey, he put it out there. Hakeem, the actor who plays Hakeem, I think his name is Yazzie. He has an OnlyFans.
Hakeem?
He is doing gay porn.
Who's Hakeem?
Hakeem from Empire. He looks
okay.
a lot different.
I don't.
So
I
it
never
made me-
watched Empire.
He looks a lot different in the porn, so it makes me wonder if that's really him. But in some shots, it does look like him. So yeah, he's doing gay porn. I saw his Twitter page, and it makes me wonder how to get to that point. Like, did it have something to do with the acting strike? Like what happened? Why didn't acting work out for
Maybe
him?
he just want more money. I mean, it could be as simple as that. Like that's not doing that doesn't, that's not
I think it can affect your career.
no, it can.
Yeah.
It can, because we see what allegedly, I don't know yet, but the guy who made X-Men, the animated series, the new one,
Mm-hmm.
it was rumored that he got fired for having an OnlyFans. So,
okay. Yeah, I did hear about that.
but it was questionable. And then I know Disney was saying some stuff. Then some other stuff came out saying that while he was on set, like he was naked, or he had like the Cyclops thing on, and that was it with the belt, and that's all it was covering. But I don't know if that's true. I think people might have been, how people on the internet, they might have been making that shit up too. But yeah, no, you're right. To get back to him, you're right that can have an effect on your career. But I don't think people always think about that, because I don't think it should have an effect on your career. And I think people, there's two different worlds. There's the world you want and the world that is. So as the world that is, yes, that can have an effect on your career, and it can be damning on your career. But some people, I don't think, care because of how much money they can make. Like, look at who made Cardi B. I think she made a bunch of money on OnlyFans, like millions.
But I heard she ain't show nothing. Though.
She didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, OnlyFans only became OnlyFans that we know in the recent years. Like, OnlyFans was for anybody. And now it's just such. I'm sure they don't care because they're making money, but
I heard that
it's
they
so
did care,
tainted.
though. I
Do
heard
they?
that they was trying to
Stop it.
They was trying to change it, but it didn't work. Like,
Nah, it ain't gonna work now.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't gonna work now because they ain't gonna get no money. if they try to switch up or whatever. I mean, there's still people on the platform that uses it as intended.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it's whatever you intended, you use it however. But there's people that it wasn't intended for porn, and that's not why they started it. It was. I remember getting excited when it first came out because I was like, damn, like you could have a concert for your people, and it's just to your people, and they paying you, and you can put out stuff and put out songs and do whatever, and have a live concert or whatever. So I was looking at it that way, and I think the pandemic pushed it to the whole nother level. I mean, it was like that before the pandemic, but I don't think it was as much. Like the pandemic, everybody saw it as money, and I mean, rightfully so. So maybe that's why. Like once some people don't care. Some people are in it just for the money. Maybe he was in acting just for the money. He on the side now. Maybe the writer's strike, like you said, maybe did push him to that. And once he started doing it, and I don't know how popular he is on there, but maybe he was getting money and was like, "Oh, well, fuck it. This is where it's at."
I mean, as far as I know, it seems like it just started. Like people were shocked, like looking at his page, like so maybe he just uploaded these videos on his Twitter. So because people were shocked, like because I guess they didn't know he was gay.
Yeah. You got some people that gay for pay too. I mean, I don't think that's a real thing. Like, I mean, if you know, I mean, I guess it is a real thing. Sexuality is a fluid. So I guess it is a real thing being gay for pay. But you have a lot of people that would not consider themselves gay, even in the porn industry, but they do gay porn or whatever with men, and they're like, well, I'm getting paid for this. So they kind of separate. I mean, maybe that's what he's doing. Who knows?
No, he looked like he was enjoying it.
I mean, maybe.
He was happy.
That's what porn does, though. Porn is acting. So, I mean, porn is acting. All pornos, they're acting, most of them. Like, they're not really, even the women, they're not really, like, enjoying it. Like, they are portraying that they're enjoying it. So, a lot of times, anyway. I'm sure there's exceptions. But I think a lot of porn stars look at it like a job. So, this is a job. I gotta act like I'm enjoying myself. You know, you hear all types of stories. So that's an industry that's wild as hell.
Recently, I watched a couple episodes of The Dark Side of the 90s. And, it brought back memories. The first one was Beverly Hills 90210 and, shows like that. And, it did say something. First, I felt like maybe these things aren't so dark when I'm, that they're saying.
Talking about?
Yeah, but it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Too. Some of the stuff is like Andrea was doing the actress who played Andrea on 90210. She was doing some type of like what you call it, acrobatic thing with Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And she hugged him after it was done, and they had to do it again the next day or something. And somebody said to her, "Yeah, it's good. Just don't hug him next time." And why? Because middle America doesn't really want to see.
Yeah, because he was black.
Yeah. And so the next day she was like, "Okay," and the next day she hugged him and kissed him. So. That was fun.
They made a reshoot.
Huh?
Did they make a reshoot?
I don't
remember that.
No, she didn't say that part, but I don't know if it might have been live. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that episode was good. Brought back memories. But then the Arsenio Hall episode.
Yeah, I remember the Arsenio Hall.
That was a really good episode of how that all came about. Him getting that show and. I didn't know all of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Arsenio Hall was pivotal.
Yeah.
Pivotal in the community because he used to have everybody on there. I just remember, like, he was must watch. Like, for us, like, must watch every night or, when he came on. So he had, I mean, everybody, every single person you could think of that was important at the time, he would have on his show. I think didn't he have Bill Clinton on there?
Yeah, Bill Clinton was on there. Yeah.
Was he playing the saxophone? Yeah, he played the saxophone on there. 'Cause that's when people, he had upped his black card up. Not that he had a black card, but
was that
he kind of upped it.
Was that too where he said he didn't inhale?
I don't know if that's where he said it, but that became something else. Like that became a whole nother thing. And it's crazy how time is, because now, or it shouldn't be an issue now. You know what I mean? Or it wouldn't. It wouldn't really be an issue. But back then, they're like, oh God, he smoked weed before. Like Jesus Christ. But yeah, Arsenio was the truth, man.
Yeah, I didn't know it, I'm glad I watched that and found out how he got it, and how he came up. He was a comedian, and he basically, it seemed like he basically got it like Jay Leno got the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, like so basically, he was basically covering for a certain time that show.
Yeah.
Arsenio, but he did so well that they wanted him back, and he turned it down. The second time, and he turned it down until he got the deal that he wanted.
Yeah,
and he was telling Oprah that he told him he wants the Oprah deal.
Yeah, I want the Oprah deal.
Yeah, and
that's a lesson though in knowing your worth, man. Like, that's real. Like, too many people out here, they just take the first thing that's smoking. And granted, I mean, depending on your financial situation, sometimes it's you have no choice almost to do, which is what I was talking about. I mean, not to get back on Puff, but that's kind of what I was talking about with like the younger artists that he got. Like they were in a situation. That's why I say he took advantage of them, because they were in a situation where it's almost no choice. Like $60,000 in a car, hell yes. Like, this is what I want. Even though you're worth millions, this is what it is, because I'm broke. I can't eat. Like, I'm starving to death. My mom's starving to death. So, but it's cool that Arsenio was in that position where he's like, listen, this is what I'm worth. And he proved it. He proved it afterwards too. That's the other part. You got to prove it afterwards, like that you was real. You this was real. You was worth this.
I didn't know that he was the one who decided to stop the show, and I thought, because I thought he was put out somehow. He was,
canceled.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case. And from watching, the show, watching The Dark Side of the 90s, watching that episode, I just felt like I wish he didn't care so much what other people thought. He seemed to care a lot about what Spike Lee said. Spike Lee said something. He felt like to Spike Lee, he wasn't being black enough.
Yeah.
To white America, he wasn't white enough.
Yeah.
He couldn't please anybody.
Yeah. And that's he's trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
And that never works out.
But what he was doing, great stuff for artists, like especially black artists, but everybody was coming to the show.
Yeah, everybody was on that show. I mean, that was where you went. Like that was it. Like, Arsenio was the hottest show in town. Like that was where you wanted to be.
And at the end, I just felt like, man, I wish he would have found some way to get through that time and keep it going and be like one of those David Letterman or Jay Leno, where it lasted so long.
Yeah, years and years.
Yeah.
And maybe somebody could took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's how I see the Daily Show now. It could be that. And yeah, Arsenio should have been that. Now I don't know how he would have felt like keeping his name on it.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been legacy. Like if he kept the show going and then wanted to retire, but still, like, listen, y'all gonna pay me my coins. You can stay using the name. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
You can stay using the name and just have somebody host it. I'm the host of the Arsenio Hall show. And that would be dope, I think. Arsenio, you gotta go research. Do your research. So Lakers had a scrimmage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was seeing they said LeBron had treated Bronny just like any other rookie.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I think is cool. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's to a certain extent. Like, I'm cool with him being in the league. I'm cool with all that. I'm cool with him helping him get in the league, which I'm sure that's the reason he's in the league right now. But treat him like a rookie. Treat him like a regular rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta learn. He gotta grow. And JJ Redick, I know, said that he has no idea what he's gonna do with him. How he's gonna, if he's gonna even play him at the same time, even though everybody wants to see it.
Mm-hmm.
He said he doesn't have a plan to play him at the same time because he's not in the starting lineup and won't be for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he could get on the floor, but I think he's not even in like the backup lineup right now. He's a rookie for one. For two, I think he needs to get better. And I think that's cool too, that they're not just shuffling him up the line into like the backup. But I'm sure there'll be a game where they're either winning by a lot or losing by a lot. They'll throw his ass in there because that's what they do too. They got to throw the last people on the bench in there to give them some play.
So
I'm looking for that.
Did he play in college?
Bronny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years?
Just one.
That's interesting.
That's what I was saying when he came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was, he would benefit from staying in school, but I understand why he did it.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking like, well, dang, if he's not even starting, if the coach don't know what to do with him, was this the better choice? I mean, life-wise, money-wise, like,
I mean, you can't even say that no more money-wise because of the deals that they get now for their likeness, NIL deals.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the WNBA players making $2-3 million in college, and now they're making $70,000 in the NBA. I mean, they still got the deals for their likeness, so they're still gonna make money. But
he got millions, right?
who, Bronny?
Yeah,
I think he made $3 million in college. But
no, but I mean his deal.
His deal now, I don't know what his deal is. To tell you the truth,
I thought
I don't know if it's millions or not.
I thought it was like significantly higher than somebody who's not Bronny James would get.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I thought it was like.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I think it is. It makes sense in the way of his presence is marketing, it's promotion.
No, he only got $1 million, 1.1.
Okay. Yeah, but that's much more
1.9.
than somebody that was drafted in that position would have got. Somebody else, I think. Like you just said, what, 70,000?
Well, that's the WNBA.
Oh.
No, the NBA, you get more than that. You getting $1 million at least when you come in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you get
even at was 55th?
Yeah.
Even that you getting $1 million.
Depending on what team you're on.
Okay.
Lakers got money. They wouldn't be paying him that much and sacrificing cap space. So they got it. Like they got it. He might make more on the Lakers than he would if he went to a different team. Mm-hmm. That might be the case, but
he could have possibly made significantly more in college.
Yeah,
and maybe had more playing time.
Yeah, he would have had more playing time for sure
to develop.
But that's what happens. And it's twofold. It's twofold because you can say that, but at the same time, they don't have the resources the NBA and the Lakers have, and the people.
Right.
So even though I believe he probably should have stayed another year in college, to get that experience. He probably got some of the best trainers. Not that he didn't have it before, but he has more access now in the NBA, I believe, than he would in college. Because not only he always had access to his dad, but he has access now to like everybody on the team, the coaches. All of them are a different caliber than college. Coaches, the training staff, all of them, or they should be different caliber than college. I know some probably aren't, and some depend on where you're at, what team you're on, depend on a lot of factors. But I think it's a toss up either way, and he could have got hurt in college. That's what I always look at when kids are going out. I don't blame them for going early because go as early as possible. If you're broke, poor, I understand the education. I understand all that. You can always go back if you need to, but you need to help your family. A lot of these kids are in that position where they need the money. They absolutely need it for their family. Like, leave, because you could get hurt. Anything could happen, and then you done.
Right.
So leave, take that contract money, try to be smart the first couple years just in case you get hurt like later on or whatever. But he's a little different, of course, because he don't really need it. I mean, he needs it in the sense of if he wants to be independent, he don't want to take money from his dad. It's almost impossible not to. He's going to have to take money from his dad. His dad's probably leaving him mad shit, whatever the case is. Probably got to trust. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm sure it's always great to feel accomplished, even if everybody says it's because of your dad. I wonder how that is, though. Like, I wonder how that feels.
I mean, it's a blessing.
It is a blessing to us, but
I hope it
might not be to him.
I hope it is to him. And
just like he said before, when people thought it was he was being disrespectful, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's a teenager trying to find himself in the world when he was like, he don't really think about playing with his dad. Like he thinks about getting better and doing what he needs to do. Like, he's trying to separate himself from his dad. So he was like, that's his dream. Like, that's not mine. I mean, but it came to fruition anyway, whether it was his or not, his dream or not. So I'm curious though. That's one thing I want to see them play. I want to see them on the court together.
Yeah, me too.
I heard somebody call him LeBron James Jr. during I don't know if they was having a scrimmage or something, like the announcer was like LeBron James Jr. I'm like, that's weird. Because everybody, I'm sure announcers in NBA will call him Bronny, just like announcers in college.
Bronny James.
Because that's his nickname. Most announcers use nicknames anyway. Like, they use crazy nicknames. It's not even like their real name. So I'm sure they'll call him Bronny. But it was just weird because I'm like, I forget that he's LeBron James Jr. I forget that. And even on his jersey it says James Jr. And I'm like, that's weird. It's not weird, but it's just weird to hear. Like, LeBron James Jr. Like,
James
LeBron? Oh, no, that's his son.
James Jr. passes to James.
James Jr. to James Sr. Because now he's senior. Nah, he might not be senior. He's just James. But he got a multi-year deal, though. Yeah, so that might be what's different. The first year is, 2024-25. It's $1 million. Then progresses to it's 1.1. Then progresses to 1.9 next year. And then in 2026 and 2027, it's 2.2. So that's I'm sure. I wonder if he has the same agent as LeBron. Does Rich? I don't know why not. He one of the best agents in. It's crazy. I don't think LeBron gets enough credit for the team he put together with people that he were friends with forever, and he let people talked about him like, this ain't gonna work. These people don't know what they doing. You know, he put them through school. They figured out what they was doing. Like he had enough. He knew he wanted people he could trust, and you see what happened. Like that's something I don't think is talked about enough, because, and not that I don't think he grew up with Rich Paul, but he took a chance on Rich Paul. He wasn't a known agent or anything. Like he took a chance on him, and Maverick was his dude, and like, he took chances on them, and now they doing their thing, like movies, music, like all that stuff they got their hands in. So yeah, I don't think that's talked about enough. That's why I hate the hate. He's done everything right. He's taken his people from back in the day. He don't have too many controversies out there. You don't hear too much shit about him. Making money, giving back, putting people through college, got schools, making schools. Like that's what you should be doing when you got that much money. Like that's stuff that you should be doing. I know people are like, why are you telling people how to spend your money? But I feel like you should be doing, because it's not. It's the thing that people say. You know, it's not detrimental. Let me put it that way. Like if you have $100,000, it's detrimental to donate $50,000. You know what I mean? Like if you got 100 million, it's not detrimental to donate 1 million. You know, like you still multi-rich. And so that's why I say that. But yeah, it's interesting. So I think we're gonna get out of here with light news week. But before we go, can we have you try the challenge again? Let's see if he can hit the challenge. Challenge.
When I first wake up, it come out like water, like
water. So it should come out like water right now.
Let me see.
I believe.
Got the most content on the continent, and constant compliments give me confidence across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant the conflicts, a consequence of accomplishments, accomplished to compasses, accomplished. All right. Got the most content on the continent, and constant compliments give me confidence across the common sense and incompetence. I'm cognizant the conflicts, a consequence of accomplishments, accomplished to competence. I've conquered and conquered them to unconsciousness. No conscious I conjure this king conquer, just call me kamikaze. I'm concocting this.
Was that it?
I did it.
Was it? So you spit it. So he spit it. Eminem challenge is down. That's what's up.
Yeah. 2 weeks hard work.
2 weeks of hard work. Got anything to tell the people while we're parting?
Shoot. What do I have to say? You know, to the people. Thank you for tuning in. I really enjoy doing this, you know. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed doing this. Make sure you get plenty of rest. And if you're sleepy while driving, you know, get to a safe place. Pull over
and go to sleep. Take a nap. It's the worst thing. Worse than being drunk. Or up there with being drunk. I don't know if it's worse. But yeah. So with that, I'm out of here.
Keep your sodium low.
Everybody be safe.
Not too low. Like you want to have enough sodium to function, but you don't want your sodium to be high. I'm working on that now.
All righty. Here we go.
Yeah.
Be safe. Treat people well.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.